So imagine that you are a limousine driver, you own a limousine company, and you operate the limousine yourself. So when you pick up a client, a VIP, very important person, when a VIP climbs into the back of your limousine, you begin to surrender your will to the will of the one in the back, right? He decides where you drive. He decides when you stop. He decides how long you stay at that particular address. If he decides to go to a restaurant, he decides whether you can join him in the restaurant and have a meal with him, or whether you wait in the car, or you can read a magazine or play with your phone. But he makes the decisions and you surrender your will to him because that's the role that you have in that situation. Now, imagine that you, as a limousine driver, pick up Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ becomes the VIP, and he's in your vehicle, sharing, literally inhabiting that vehicle with you. And so the moments of which you were in charge deciding where this vehicle goes, what it's used for, how long it stays there, that's no longer the case. Now the VIP makes those decisions and you surrender your will to his, as we've talked about. So now, as you operate through life with Jesus Christ residing or riding in your vehicle, how does that change the way you see life? Do you ever arrive at circumstances which you complain and are unhappy about? Would you do that if you realize that it's possible the VIP has determined that we arrive at this circumstance or this situation because he has business at this location, or he has business with that particular person, or he has business for this amount of time? Imagine that Jesus Christ is asking you to take him places. So when you go to work, don't imagine that Jesus Christ comes along accidentally. Imagine that he is the one who has given you that job. He is the one who has instructed you to take him with you to that place so that he can do a work in that job setting with among your coworkers or among your heart during the day as you're working, whether it be driving truck, whether it be dealing with people, whether it be medical care, whatever the situation is in which you work, to realize that Jesus Christ has put me here, and there may be things out here that he wants to accomplish, and he may want to accomplish them with me. Maybe the VIP has asked the limo to stop here and then asked you, the driver, to get out and buy a newspaper at the newsstand, or maybe stop and get him a meal and he's going to wait in the car. Or maybe you're going to do that together. Can you imagine that in every situation and in every circumstance that you're going to arrive there not only with Christ in me, but at some level and to some degree at his direction? In a heated conversation with your wife, you didn't get there by accident. Christ is in you. If you're married to a Christian woman or a Christian man, then Christ is in them. And he is at work in that circumstance. He has brought you to the circumstance by his calling, by his choice, in order to accomplish his purpose. Once we recognize that and we realize that we are simply the driver, Jesus Christ is the one who decides. Jesus Christ is the one with the agenda. Jesus Christ is the one with the power to accomplish the task. Can that change the way you look at life? To realize that Christ is in you in every single situation and circumstance. You're never going to be in a place, you're never going to be in a circumstance, you're never going to be in a condition in which you are there alone. Christ is in you. More importantly, it's possible that Christ invited you, directed you, caused this to happen because he has a reason for being there. Can you begin to live life recognizing that I'm here at his request? What is his purpose? What is his plan? And how do I, with him in me, pursue those plans and purposes? So let me close this illustration this way. With Christ in you, he is in you in every single situation and circumstance. And Christ's purpose and plan and power can be pursued and used in every single situation and circumstance. You are never going to have an alone day again. You may think you're having a bad day. It may be exactly the day that Christ directed you to accomplish his purpose, either in you or through you or with you.